is HJReviews, and today we will be reviewing the NERF N-Strike Elite Jolt. And the reason why I did the quotation marks for Elite is because this in fact is actually not an Elite Jolt. It is pretty much a Jolt with the Elite color scheme. So this one has the blue, the white and the orange. And even when you look on the packaging, it still says N-Strike and it doesn't have any 75 foot or 22 meters ranges on it. So it is still an N-Strike blaster. You can see with the Jolt, it's very small. This Jolt comes with the Jolt, of course, and 2 Elite darts, while the original orange one comes with, the Jolt and 2 Whistler darts. Throughout the review, we'll be using this Jolt. Well, as I said before, this blaster has the Elite color scheme. So it has the blue, the white, and the orange. It has no tactical rail or sling adapter, but that's clearly understandable since, this blaster is just too small to have a tactical rail or a sling adapter. Right here, it's actually got a grey trigger, and I am aware that the other version of this blaster actually has an orange trigger. But this version of the blaster actually does not mean that it's got a lower range since it's still an N-Strike blaster. So for some reason, Australia has a grey trigger of it, even though it's not underpowered. It's just the same as a orange triggered one. So yeah, I have no idea why this has got a grey trigger. You see here that there's grooves on this mini blaster, so your fingers can nicely go on it, even though it's not too comfortable since these things sort of jab your fingers. You'll understand what I mean once you hold it. Here, the original orange Jolt did not have this barrel thing. You get it. So that's another different from the 2 blasters. This blaster was pretty comfortable for its size, I do have to say. To function this gun is very simple, just like other single fire dart blasters. You just put in your foam dart in, make sure it's all the way in, and then pull this orange thing back. It's nice how the thing's like that, so you can grab your 2 fingers and pull down, and then you pull the trigger, obviously. Now for our rate of fire test. And of course I'm aware that, these single fire dart blasters are not that fast at all, but oh well, why not? In 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, so that's it. I'm not really that fast, but you get the picture. Now for the goods and bads of this blaster. First of all, it's a nice small blaster that it's pocket-sized, and I always think it's really cool to fit a NERF blaster into your pocket. It's actually very powerful, mainly when you put Elite darts in. It's pretty much getting ranges of an Elite blaster, so even though it's still an N-Strike one, I really do have to say though, it's an Elite Jolt, really. It's pretty accurate, mainly when using Whistlers, because Whistlers are more accurate than Elites, but still, when using Elites, it's got all right accuracy. Pretty comfortable, for its size. Alright, so now for the bads. Well, obviously, like all single fire dart blasters, it does not have a high rate of fire. This blaster does not come with any dart holders. Most single fire blasters do, but this one didn't, so it really doesn't have that much capacity. And that's really all I can say about the bads. Well, my overall thoughts of this is that even though this may not be the best single fire dart blaster, if you're that sort of person who would, is carrying a big NERF blaster and you've got all these clips around you and you don't really have too much space to carry another secondary blaster because it'll just feel too uncomfortable. This one's really comfortable since, it can easily go in your pocket and it's not going to slip out. So I really think this is a great alternative if you just don't want to carry a blaster that, you don't actually really have any space for. It's $5. I really recommend every nerfer to get this blaster because it's, cheap and it's just powerful and it's fun to, you know, have in your pocket. I'll also like to have a huge thank you to our 600 subscribers who are following us. You know, I'm really happy that, you know, there's that many people following us. So thanks a lot for subscribing.